put me on a plane to Cape Town. She said I could fly, she knew I could fly. I'm on to the motherland.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Paciane and I am a young micro South African YouTuber. Welcome to my channel. Hope that you will like this video and I hope that you will subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you're alerted when I finally post. I've tried to be consistent on YouTube, but like I failed. But now I want to make it a priority just because I wanted to start my channel for such a long time, and then for the longest time I just needed the push, and then I did it, and then I just kind of got lost in the sauce, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I'm just joking. Firstly, I want to apologize for the external sounds. Like, I have no control over what's going on in my complex right now, so forgive me. And I also want to apologize in advance for looking in the viewfinder because I do love seeing myself. Oh my gosh, that makes me sound so vain. So I got scammed on the 24th of December 2020. Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but it happened. Anyway, I woke up on the 24th and I was like to myself, let me get my shit together before the end of the year. Basically what happened is I bought a new car. Well, it's new to me. It's new to me. But I'm probably like the second owner or the fourth, really, if I'm being honest. The previous week I'd gone to do a change of ownership because the week before that I bought the car and it was in my possession. I went to go and do the change of ownership and that was a whole story within itself, but then I ended up paying like 690 rand to do it, and the disc had expired and I needed a roadworthy certificate for me to be issued a new disc. So that was my responsibility. For the 24th I was gonna go and get my roadworthy test and do the things, you know. I basically googled government centers that did vehicle testing. Yes, that's what I did, and then I found out that it was in Florida. I'm sorry, like there's certain words that I just can't pronounce in my neutral-ish accent. Testing station. So I took my little self down there. If anyone knows about this that lives in the West Rand and has had to do something at the traffic department in Florida, you know those guys that stand around like hawks when you're turning into the traffic department, and they're all like coming to your car and they're all just like telling you about like they can help you do this, what are you here to do you have this, do you have that. 4 of them came at me and I kept saying no, no, no. But what I usually do when I do go there, I roll up my windows. But because I was in my new car, I didn't roll up my windows, mainly because I kind of needed them open because it was a hot day and I was already sweating, but also just because I didn't want to, and I was just like gonna drive past these people. So then what happened was that I actually turned earlier than I was supposed to turn. So when the 5th person came to me, he looked me dead in the eye, and for some odd reason I trusted this person. I trusted this stranger and what they were saying. I won't lie, I was like, in my mind I was like, okay, let me make this a shorter process, because he was like 15 minutes max and we're done. So he's like to me, okay, we need a copy of your ID, and then we go, there's a photocopy place literally outside the traffic department. And he's like, it's 10 rand for a copy. I've done photocopies there before, I think, or printouts or something, but it definitely was not 10 rand. But then either way, my dumbass at that point is like, okay, it's 10 rand for the copy, fine. He's like, okay, write your details down, park your car over there opposite the testing station. I write roadworthy certificate, whatever, and my number, because apparently he's got a guy on the inside. So I was like, okay, you've got a guy on the inside. And then I remember myself telling him that, listen, I do not want to spend more money than what the internet told me this is going to cost, because the internet said this would be under 400 rand. So that's what I'm here for, or else I would have waited for my appointment that I made at DECRA, and I would have paid 720 rand to get my roadworthy certificate. In that moment, he's like to me, okay, no, it's fine, you're not gonna have to pay more than what the internet said you would have to pay. I was like, alright, cool. The person from the inside calls me, and then he tells me that I have to pay 800 and something for everything to be done, and he gives me the option of I could book for my car to be taken in to be tested, or I could just get the roadworthy certificate. And I was like, obviously I just want to get the roadworthy certificate. Like, if I'm going to do something then, you know, I probably, you pay for convenience, you know. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, no, that's the way I want. I need this to be over as quick as possible. I just want to go from the testing station in Florida to the licensing department in Roodepoort and just get my disc and get this over and done with, because like honestly yeah, you know. So fine, I'm like, to the guy, I can't pay that much money, that's not how much I was willing to spend. So he ends up saying 475, and I'm like, okay, cool, 475 is fine. And he's like, but you'll have to add cool drink money on top. And then I'm like, okay. I was cool with 475 because my boyfriend had basically given me enough to pay 720 for the test. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna spend like for something, that means I save. It's December and Jan, it's gonna be long. Like, you know, the struggle is real financially. So I go and I get 475 and I give it to the middleman. The middleman goes inside. I get another phone call from the person who is apparently inside, and he tells me that there's a hold on my car, has a 900 rand fine, and until that hold, like until that fine is paid, my roadworthy certificate can't be printed. So now I'm like, I just bought this car and I did do change of ownership, but I don't know what the ticket situation was and whatever, so you know. But then at the same time, now looking back at it, this was when my common sense was supposed to kick in, but it didn't, because how is it that at the licensing department they let me do a change of ownership, and they basically gave me the paper that says I could read my disc. They just didn't give me the disc. So in my head, I was supposed to click that this person is taking you for a ride and you're getting scammed. But here I go. So there I go. There I go. There I go and give these people 900 rand. So he goes inside once again. And then this time they send someone else to give me paper. Even like cardboard paper. I know all the red flags. You're probably just like,
all these red flags, and you didn't click at any point in time.
I'm mad at myself. Well, actually I'm not mad at myself, because witchcraft is a thing and some of these people do use it. For me, it seems like that's what happened, because honestly, on a normal day, I would have said hell no when he said 800 rand, and I would have just gotten into the traffic department and did my own thing. I called the number as I was told to do, and when I called the number, this guy's like, now you need to pay a reissue fee. I'm like, nigga, I ain't got no money. I cannot pay a reissue fee. I've spent so much money already on just trying to get this car to be fine, so that when the popo stops me during December, they have nothing on me, okay? They cannot write me a ticket. They cannot say anything. All they can say is, good day, ma'am. Happy festive. Goodbye. You know, I'm like to him, I don't have money. All I have is 50 rand that is left in my wallet right now. And he's like, no, just like try and make a plan. And I'm like, the plan was made already for the 900 rand, yo. There's no more plans that I can make. Like, the plans are gone. This guy is like to me, okay, fine, let me speak to my supervisor and see what I can do. Sure. And then it should have clicked also when I was sent a please call me by the number. And then I called the number, and then he says to me, look, the best I can do is 300 rand. I'm like to him again, nigga, I do not have money. I only have 50 rand in my wallet. I don't even know what I'm going to do like for the next few weeks. So like, you know. So then he's like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me try and hook something up. Hands up, fine. Calls again, and he's like to me, so listen, what I can do for you is take a picture of the roadworthy test and the fact that you've paid for the hold and you've paid your fine, and you can print them out at an internet cafe, and yeah, you can take that to the licensing department. And I'm like to him, are they going to accept that? And he's like, yeah, sure, they'll accept it. So I'm like, okay, cool, chilled. And then I'm still sitting in my car, like, waiting. And the same guy that came with the number comes, and he's like to me, they sent me to come fetch something from you. I don't know if it's a phone or what. And I say to him, you're taking my phone. And he's like, yeah, but I'm gonna bring it back. It's just to do whatever it is that you guys spoke about that you're gonna do and whatever. So I'm like, how do I know you're gonna give my phone back if I give it to you? And he's like to me, no, listen, I am gonna bring it back. Don't worry, like, I also have to sort out a client quickly, and it's almost closing time, so we all just want to sell things and finish. So dumbed down me takes my cell phone and hands it to a stranger and says, okay. Woo! Then I'm just sitting there waiting until it is like empty. Traffic department is basically closed now. It is empty and there's no movement, there's nothing, and I'm like, shit, I think I just got scammed. So I drive to the gate, ask the security guard, like, can I get inside? Because there's this person inside with all my things, and like, and he's like, hi.
You got scammed. But they basically tell us not to interfere with anything that happens outside the gate, but you got scammed. If you can track your phone and your phone has a tracker, I just suggest that you just try and track your phone, and yeah, all the best to you.
And he's like to me, because when you go to the police and you tell them that you handed over your phone, and they're gonna ask you, did he point a gun at you? Did he threaten you? And you're gonna say no. So why did you give this person your phone? And I'm like, luckily I had my laptop in my car, so there I am going on to find my iPhone. Guess what? My last location is where I stayed 4 hours ago. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I'll be able to track it at some point in time. Long story short, I went home and I cried like a baby on my mom's chest. That's what happened. That's how I got scammed. I do believe that they used witchcraft, but who knows. All I have as a reminder of my phone is this cover and my original screen of the time my phone broke. I dropped my phone the previous week and the screen broke and it wasn't working.
I dropped my phone, like my whole freaking screen is gone. I can't press my phone, I can't do anything, I can't unlock it. I can't do anything on my phone, like I can't do anything on my phone. I can't press it, I can't unlock it. And I was so stupid because for some odd reason, I thought it makes sense to actually switch off my phone and then I thought when I switched it on that maybe the screen would be fine, but like the screen is not fine, like it's fucked.
In my head, I feel like somehow my phone was meant to go, like as much as it was only my second year of having the phone. I do believe that it was meant to leave my life because the week before that my phone fell while I was at the licensing department in the queue and the screen shattered and then I had to get my screen replaced, of which I did get my screen replaced 2 days later. Thanks to my boyfriend again. I swear that man is like, but thanks to him my phone is fixed. I got a new screen. I got my screen replaced yesterday. As you saw that it was broken on Friday, so today today's what, it's the 20th of December and my phone is fixed and I was like, yay, phone's back. Little did I know, phone's gonna be gone. Lesson learned. Don't talk to strangers, kids. Like, don't do it. Looking back as an adult, I felt so stupid. Like, I've learned my lesson and I still don't have my roadworthy certificate because I'm basically broke now. I got scammed in 2020 and wow. I feel like that's the lowest basically, oh well, besides the fact that I have ovarian cysts, well, one ovarian cyst that I know of. I feel like getting scammed at the end of the year was like basically the lowest of the low. So I feel like 2021, I'm ready for it to be a good year, even though we're still living in a pandemic time and there's freaking COVID 3.0. Sorry that I'm laughing. I know it's a serious issue, but I think I love to yeah, it's a way of coping. Like, it's a coping mechanism, you know. You laugh at the things that are not so laughable, and you know, you hope that you will look back and laugh still. But anyway, happy new year to you guys, and I believe that I can only go up from here on. I believe that 2021 will be a good year regardless of the shit that went down last year. If you like this video and like to see more videos like this or any other types of videos, please subscribe to my channel, and happy new year to you. I wish you all the blessings. I wish you all the desires of your heart that are the Lord's will, and let's just have a great 2020 and let us not get scammed. Peace, guys.
Mama put me on. Mama put me on.